Good morning and welcome back to day 3 of your stretch into your day challenge. It's good that you're here because it means you've enjoyed the other two. So today I want to focus on the lower back and the hips because we often get quite a lot of pain in this area, particularly chronic pain that's lasted for beyond 3 months. And the reason that this happens, if it isn't a mechanical issue, so, if you haven't got deterioration of the discs, if you haven't got any slip discs or arthritis, and sometimes your doctor just can't find a reason for it, a lot of the time it can be stored tension. Because the main areas that we store tension are the hips, the shoulders, and the jaw. How many times have you been stood doing something and you've suddenly realised that you're clenching your bottom? Just release that bottom. That's tension storing up, and this can lead to chronic pain. So what we're going to do today is we're going to loosen that area off, that both the hips and the lower back, because they're both so closely connected. You can't loosen one without the other. As I've said on the last 2 videos, listen to your body, honour your body and work within your limitations and you will see results. So we're going to start off by sitting quite tall, shoulders are back and down, tongue is away from the roof of the mouth. We're going to close our eyes and we're just going to start with some belly breathing. And what I'd like you to do is just interlace your fingers and just pop them on the lower belly. And we're going to take 3 big deep breaths in and out. But I want you to imagine that as you breathe in, you've got a balloon in your belly and it's expanding. So you'll feel that the hands move on the belly. As you exhale, I want you to exhale through your mouth. So as you exhale, you imagine that balloon is contracting. So as you inhale, you're blowing the balloon up, and as you exhale, you're releasing the air out and the belly contracts back. Let's make a start then. So, closing the eyes, let's take a long breath in and a slow breath out. So, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Now let's just place the hands on the thighs. And we're going to start with some gentle hinging movements. So when we hinge, it's from the hips, it's not from the waist. The waist is a fold, the hips are a hinge. So just place the hands on the thighs and walk the feet out just a little bit, making sure that the knees are going in the same direction as the toes. This protects the knees. Sitting up tall, pulling the belly in. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, just very gently hinge forward to as far as is comfortable for you. Inhale as you come back up, and exhale as you hinge forward, keeping that head, neck and spine in line. Come back up as you inhale and exhale. Inhale. One last hinge forward as you exhale. Inhale, come back to centre. Walk the feet in a little, and we're just going to start with some gentle marches just to get this hip area warmed up. So just raising and lowering, raising and lowering. just warming this area up, keeping that tummy pulled in, those deep core muscles. And lower down. If you're able, just come a little bit further forward in the chair, and we're going to interlace the fingers and pop them round underneath the knee, not on the knee, but underneath. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're just very gently going to start rotating the hip. Ever so gentle, ever so slowly. Just little rotations, no grand gestures at the moment. And now we're going to go back round the other way. And whilst you're doing this, you are loosening off and working the glutes, the hip flexors, both of which run up through the hip and can cause pain in the lower back. Okay, now we're going to take one hand and we're going to make it a little bit bigger. If you're struggling to hold on underneath the knee, hold on underneath the thigh. Round the other way. You might be feeling a little bit of heat building up now in that hip. If it becomes uncomfortable or painful, lower down, and we'll go to the other side. So again, if you can't manage round the knee, just go round the thigh, starting off small. Rotate that knee out. While you're doing this, you're also getting a nice little stretch through the upper back and the shoulders. Let's take it round the other way. Working those hip flexors, working the glutes. Now let's make the movement bigger if you can. And round the other way. Don't lose your posture. Make sure that tummy's still pulled in, shoulders are relaxed. Feeling that heat building up now, and lower down. Just walk the feet out a little and just bring the knees in and out, just to release the area we've just been working. Lovely. So nothing like a good stretch in the morning to get you going. Okay, walk the feet a little bit further forward, but leaving them out to the side, making sure the knees are going the same way. And we're just going to do some Sufi rolls, really loosening off the top of that pelvis where it goes tight from the muscles that run down the back. So placing the hands on the thighs, and we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to round and come back up to center. Exhale as we go round, back up to center, feeling that lovely stretch at the top of the hips, top of the pelvis, loosening off those tight muscles. Let's go round the other way. You shouldn't be feeling any pain or any discomfort. If you are, please stop and make it shorter. Just make a smaller circle. Never feel pain. Okay, walk those feet back in to hip distance apart. And the next movement that we're going to do is called pigeon pose. Now, if you have problems bringing your foot up onto the knee, it's quite acceptable to just cross it over at the ankle, because what we want to do is we want a nice stretch in the glutes and the piriformis. Sometimes if you think you're suffering from sciatica, it could just be that you've got a little bit of an inflamed piriformis that's resting on your sciatic nerve. And so if we can work the piriformis muscle, it loosens off, and then that eases the pain. As with the glutes, work your glutes, and that's going to loosen off all around the hips and the lower back. So starting to do pigeon, you know the drill, up nice and tall, tummy's pulled in. From here, we're just going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward to wherever you feel comfortable and wherever you feel a nice stretch. We inhale back up. If you want to do it with the ankle crossed over the knee, you might find that this is enough just to give you a nice stretch in that outer thigh and up the gluteals in the bottom. If you're feeling that, then just sit here and just hold that knee down. You're not pressing it down. You're not trying to get it any further. You're just holding it down, making sure that you're on both sits bones. What we don't want is this. We're on both sits bones. So if you're feeling that that is enough of a stretch for you, stay there and just breathe gently in that posture. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, sit up tall, inhale, exhale, and hinge forward, making sure that we're not dropping that head down. Doesn't matter how far you hinge forward, you just want to enjoy the stretch. And just breathing normally. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale, lower that leg down. Give it a little waggle, wiggle, waggle. And we'll repeat on the other side. If you want to be here, wonderful. You might feel different on each side. If you got the knee across on the other side, you might not on this side. This is fine. Otherwise, we're going to bring that foot up, making sure that it's flexed. We want to protect the knee and the lower back at all times. If you're feeling a lovely stretch here at the moment, stay here and just breathe normally, enjoying that stretch. If you want a little bit more, then we're going to sit up upright, shoulders are relaxed, jaw is relaxed. So important for tension pain that everything is relaxed. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to hinge forward, making sure that we're on both sits bones, and just hold that knee in place. Breathe normally and enjoy a lovely stretch. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale as you lower that foot down. Wiggle waggle that joint out. Sitting up tall, don't forget the posture. Belly's pulled in. We're going to take the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you bring the hands up to the top, we're just going to have a lovely stretch throughout the body now, releasing all the muscles off, really stretching into your day. Stretch, 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 bring the hands together. Exhale down through the mid-center, down to the heart. Close your eyes. And let's just bow forward to seal our practice by sending out our thanks, praise and gratitude to the universe. Thank you for joining me today on day 3. I hope to see you on day 4. And if you have enjoyed it, please press that subscribe button and share. Tell your friends, anyone who you think might benefit from some pain relief. Namaste.